Company skit. Unfortunately, our company doesn't have a skit. But we do have an explanation. Sergeant Princess Sandberg, can you stand up, please? Great. Oh, everything good looks like Sandberg. With the task to find people and put this skit together for tonight's dining in. So Sandberg thought it would be a good idea to find 3 non-NCOs on 3 different ships, none of which has ever been to a dining in, and all 3 who have a morbid fear of speaking in public. Special Snyder is so nervous, we had to reduce her part down to just don't throw up. So Sandberg, let me ask you, do you still think that's a good idea?
It's a learning experience. It's all it is.
I'll have to agree with you, Sergeant Sandberg. It is a learning experience. But let me tell you what. But it looks like Special Snyder, the people up front are going to learn what Special Snyder had for dinner. Now, we asked for help, but Sergeant Sandberg didn't have time to help us out. He was too busy trying to talk Sergeant Rector. Sergeant Rector, stand up, please. Sergeant Rector, our training agency. Oh, I don't think I told you to sit down. When he goes to the orderly room to be the new operations NCO, also known as the NCOIC of the Xerox machine. He sent me to see Sergeant Humberg. Sergeant Humberg, would you please stand up? Sergeant Rector, you can sit down. Sergeant Shamberg, you may not. Sergeant Humberg used to be Tower Chief of Carrier Tower. That was the military guy in the training program. He used to also have black hair, but the gray hair kind of came when we got to the training program. I know my idea of standard phraseology for visual separation was, oh my God, look out, he's coming at you. So the gray hair came when he went to the orderly room by way of handshake. So I asked Sergeant Humberg what this skit should be about. He stood up, looked me straight in the eye, and said, Specialist Morgan, this skit ought to be about 8 minutes long. Well, that was a lot of help. He said he was too busy to help me out any further. He had to go sign on behind Sergeant Rector, who had just got PQ'd on letter size copies, but needs a little help on the legal side. And he sent me to see First Sergeant Arias. You can sit down, Sergeant Humberg. First Sergeant Arias, please stand up. First Sergeant Arias, please stand up. Program. As many of you can see, possibly those of you over here may not be able to see, the first sergeant is vertically challenged. When I asked him what this skit should be, he stood up, looked me straight in the chest, and he said this skit ought to be funny. There we go. 8 minutes and funny. I still didn't have any ideas, but I knew I couldn't do Schindler's, and I knew I couldn't do anything by Shakespeare. I did have a couple ideas, but unlike Charlie Company, we had no one willing to cross-dress. Mr. President, Sergeant Princess Humberg requests you stand up. Now, I don't know about the rest of you, but the only person I ever saw Sergeant Major make laugh was my wife when he dropped me for push-ups in the commissary for not bringing him to square away, Sergeant Major. Of course, she stopped laughing when he dropped her for a uniform violation.
You don't.
I love that you ever seen a 6-month-old baby do push-ups, but it's not pretty sight. Anyway, so I asked our lady what we should do for this kid. He got down on his hands and knees, looked me straight in the eyes. Oh, I was in the front leaving the rest. My boots weren't shiny. Oh, it was my day off. I was in civilian clothes. They were cowboy boots. It didn't matter. He got down on his hands and knees and said, "Listen, commissary boy, I got an outstanding idea." Of course, he evidently conferred with Master Sergeant Pasquale, and he said, "We just form everybody up, one mass formation, hit the road, 10-mile road march." Well, as outstanding as idea that was, I thought maybe I could get a second opinion. Well, he said, finish your 300 push-ups, roll over to your 300 sit-ups, and goes to the colonel. Go, Colonel Williams, please stand up. Actually, we're making fun of a colonel, so I'd just like to take this opportunity to say, Colonel, what an outstanding job you've been doing. You can stand up whenever you feel comfortable. Anyway, some Major Reynolds had a second, better idea. He just happened to have the prototype of the newest piece of tactical ATC equipment the United States Army has to offer, the new 93P. And he said this would be the perfect time, hey, to unveil the 93P. So without further ado, enlisted NCOs and officers, as you are well aware, the U.S. Army has been painfully slow in introducing new tactical ATC equipment. We hear budget constraints, red tapes, cutbacks, and base closures. The message, downside. The Army has not forgotten its #1 priority, the soldier. With this in mind, we'd like to introduce the newest piece of tactical ATC equipment, the 93P. It has been in the pipeline for 10 years at a cost of $10.2 million for research and development, and final cost of $10,000 per unit. By fiscal year 1996, the United States Army will have a 93P in every 7 Alpha, 97 Victor, 61 Bravo, 71 Bravo. Tonight we unveil a prototype. At this time I'd like to introduce Specialist Dupuis and Specialist Snyder. Snyder will be talking soon, so you're in the front row fighting so fast. You have extensively field tested the 93P. And we'll give you a brief overview. Thank you, Snyder.
As you can see, the 93P is a two-soldier lift. It can be easily transported to the field in a 7 Alpha, 61 Bravo, or 71 Bravo. It can be lifted with a 97 unit or carried in a Humvee. All the components are made of small arms resisting Kevlar. We'll do equipment inventory as per TM 1175-38543. The first component is known as the gravity-induced directional spout. Specialist Snyder's holding up. The second part is the hydro-covered concealment apparatus. It also comes in handy as a field expedient plate for MREs if you stick it on the bag. The third component is the caffeine enhancement flow device. The fourth component is the collection receptacle. The component is the 93P base unit. And of course, as with every piece of tactical equipment, it has to be grounded with at least 9 feet. The 93P can be run off commercial 110 or 220 volt AC current. You can run off a 15K down to a 1.5K generator, and with the adapter, it can be slaved off a Humvee battery.